Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Midas Vibes podcast with me, J-Jam Master Flash.
And me,
Simon.
Molly McGann.
Molly McGann.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 2.
Episode 2.
Yeah, we've got new microphones. Well, no, they're both old microphones.
Yeah.
But they're different microphones.
The interesting thing about this microphone is this is the one that was used to record Michael Jackson's Bad album.
Right.
Yeah.
That lie was bad. Just wanted to call your attention, really. I don't know if you're aware that the Rolling Stones are back in the studio for their 400th millionth album.
Yeah. Their 400th millionth lineup change.
Yeah. Well, one for obvious reasons that happened recently. Well, I say recently, but it was like, did you say 2021?
Yeah, August 2021.
Charlie Watts
exploded. He was like the drummer from Spinal Tap.
No, bless him. Born 2nd of June 1941, died the 24th of August 2021. Charlie Robert Watts was an English musician who was the drummer of the Rolling Stones from 1963 until his death in 2021.
And the Rolling Stones went, shit, we're on tour.
Again.
Yeah, let's replace him really fast.
So who did they replace him with?
He was replaced with the fantastic Steve Jordan.
Steve Jordan.
Who is the drummer for the John Mayer trio.
Right.
As well.
Yes.
Yeah, phenomenal.
These go to 11.
But yeah, so back in the studio, and I've got this article that I found from The Independent, which I thought we could read through and have a little look at if you're up for it.
Nah, not really.
No?
No.
Fair enough. Cool. Well, Rolling Stones back in the studio working on new album is the headline.
Okay.
With the tag, legendary rock band are working on new material following the success of their 2023 album, Hackney Diamonds. Now, I can't really remember a lot about the album apart from, is it Angry or Anger?
Oh, Angry, I think.
Angry.
Yeah.
That's the one with, what's she called?
Sweeney.
Yes, Sydney Sweeney. I always want to call her Sarah Sweeney. I don't know why. Sarah Sweeney.
You can rename her if you like. I don't think she minds.
I don't really remember the song all that much. I don't remember it not being too bad.
Angry. Probably that's how it went.
Don't get angry with me.
Oh, I'm a little bit angry.
I had some sleepless nights tossing and turning watching that video.
Yeah, it was a harrowing watch, wasn't it? If I remember correctly.
It was really bad. That was the first time I ever saw Sydney Sweeney. I think I can't recall her being in anything else before that or anything after.
I think she's been around for a long time, but I'm the same. I didn't know who she was apart from that she was like famous for obvious reasons.
Acting skills.
Yeah, the acting skills.
Don't get angry with me.
To my knowledge, the majority of it, I think, was recorded live in the studio.
Right.
I think with minimal overdubs. I could be completely wrong, but I don't think I am because it's rare that
rare that you're wrong. Yeah, very rare that you're wrong.
But yeah, I think they did use Steve Jordan. I know that on a couple of tracks. I know that Charlie Watts was on one of those tracks. And I'm to my knowledge, I think they did use another drummer as well, but I cannot for the life of me remember who that is.
Right.
But yeah, really good. Really goddamn good. I think Lady Gaga was on it also. My dad had a copy of it, and every time I went over to the house, he was like, "Oh, you've got to check this track out," and he would play a new one, and it was decent. It was I would say a return to form, but you know what form that is.
Yeah, I mean, if it's hard to really judge it, isn't it? Because they're so. I mean, they're just an institution, aren't they? Really, they're not a band. They haven't been a band since the '60s. You know what I mean? They're just an institution, aren't they? It's one of those acts that you hit that point and it doesn't matter. You can put out literally a bag of shit and it will sell out.
Yeah. What's surprising though with the Rolling Stones is there are loads of bands from the '60s still out there doing their thing. Do you know what I mean? You got people like I'm not saying they're still on tour, but it's people like the Trogs and the Seekers and stuff like that. And they play to like a social club. You know what I mean? Rolling Stones will sell out. It doesn't matter how many nights you put them on. They sell out stadiums and it's unreal.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's absolutely crazy because, I mean, some of their songs are timeless. They really are. Paint It Black, I think, sounds like the 60s. You know, you think that is such a powerful song. I heard it so many times throughout my life, so it kind of took the shine off it, but I haven't listened to the Stones in literally ages, and it just came on as a random suggestion the other day when I was driving somewhere. And I had to just rack the volume up and just tick it. You get caught unaware by them, I think, sometimes, the Stones. Like they're not the kind of band that I would intentionally put on these days. But when it's on, you've got to listen to it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
If push comes to shove, what is your favourite Rolling Stones song?
It's difficult, isn't it? Because I like Sympathy for the Devil, but I wouldn't say it's my favourite. Wild Horses is good.
Lovely, yeah.
I mean, there's so many good ones, though.
Yeah. Under My Thumb is the one that...
It's a great tune.
I think, did that get banned?
I don't know. It is a great song, though.
It's funky, man. It is funky. And, yeah. And it's got a very, very good message as well.
Yeah. No, I think you're right.
Yeah.
It is very much a song of its era, isn't it? You couldn't write that now.
No. I mean, I did write that one.
Yeah.
For them.
Yesterday.
No, I didn't write Yesterday.
Oh.
That was Paul McCartney.
Oh, right.
Scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs. Do you know the story about that?
About scrambled eggs?
Yeah, I'm not even going to tell you the story. You just look it up on Google.
All right.
It's easier. Scrambled eggs and Yesterday.
Scrambled eggs.
Back to the article. The Rolling Stones are reportedly, Simon, back in the studio and working on a new album after rumours that they had scrapped plans for a summer 2025 tour. So they were supposed to be going on tour as well. And there are some amazing comments in an article that I'm going to bring up in a minute, but we'll get there. Okay. The Independent understands that the storied rock band have been working in Metropolis Studios in West London following the successful release of their last record, 2023's Hackney Diamonds. Now, I didn't know who Metropolis Studios were, but I've looked them up and they look pretty phenomenal, these studios. They look really, really cool. They've worked with you're not going to be able to work with the Rolling Stones if you haven't worked with amazing and massive acts, but they've obviously done Noel Gallagher, Foo Fighters.
I thought you said amazing acts.
Well, big acts, big ones. Tony Cousins is a mastering engineer there. He has worked on stuff that you will have heard, including Michael Ball's Coming Home to You album.
Hang on, I've got a copy of that.
No, Adele 19, Seal, Standards. Elton John, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. The Verve, Urban Hymns. Gary Barlow, Since I Saw You Last. And there's tons, Robbie Williams, all kinds of stuff that he's worked on. Anyway, so yeah, in a mega studio complex in London, they're working with very experienced and established engineers, as you would expect. Originally, the plan was for them to bring their huge US tour to the UK and Europe this summer, but promoters couldn't get the dates to work, a source claimed. 60 years since they first formed, the Stones remain one of the world's most popular live acts, with their latest North American tour grossing almost $250 million.
Wow.
Selling 880,000 tickets. I mean, that's just incredible.
Yeah.
The band haven't played in the UK since 2022. The year after the death of their longtime drummer, Charlie Watts.
Would you go and see them? Do you think it would be a jolly old night out? Or are you thinking...
I would go and see them, but I think you're going to get what you pay for. You won't be able to see the stage because you'll be so far at the back and you'll be on the 9th delay tower.
I mean, some people aren't though, are they? Some people, you could hit really lucky and run to the front past some geriatric other people, and
you probably have to camp out like 6 days before because people are going to be crazy for the Stones.
Yeah,
as captured in this article by the Economic Times. Fans dismay as Rolling Stones forced to cancel huge 2025 UK and Europe tour. Here's why the iconic band cancelled the tour. Now, Simon, you will be shocked and saddened to know that fans are devastated after the Rolling Stones were forced to cancel a huge 2025 UK and Europe tour, despite there being a lot of rumours that they would do the tour. That's a really weird... Like, what? What a really shitly written article.
Basically, the tour was planned.
Yeah, and they planned to do it.
Yeah.
They planned the tour and they planned to do it, and there were lots of rumours that they planned to do it, but they're not doing it. So why was the tour cancelled? Well, the Rolling Stones, with a career spanning over 6 decades, are considered one of the biggest rock bands in history. After the band and their promoters couldn't make the dates work, in quotes, for this year in the UK and Europe, the 70s rock classics. 70s rock classics. It's talking about the Stones. I mean, there's 60s, 70s, and 80s.
They just cover every decade.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fine.
Why would you pick 70s? They've just
talking about them being in the 70s?
No, it says I'll go back again. After the band and their promoters couldn't make the dates work for this year in the UK and Europe, the 70s rock classics Mick Jagger, 81, Keith Richards, 81, and Ronnie Wood, 77, are reportedly hopeful that shows will proceed in 2026. I think really they're probably just hopeful if they're still around in 2026.
100%.
Their time of life. Possible stadium dates in cities like London, Barcelona, Paris, and Copenhagen were suggested by fan sites that follow the most recent rumours. I mean, I'm still hung up on the 70s rock classics.
I still don't know why this tour was cancelled.
No, but let's read on. We might find out. Yeah. This follows the 2023 release of Hackney Diamonds, the Satisfaction rock band's 24th album. The Satisfaction.
It's horrible, isn't it? The way things are written. What paper is this? What?
This is the Economic Times.
Okay.
However, according to The Sun, promoters have been locked in discussions with the Stones about coming to the UK and Europe, suggesting that the Stones might not be performing this year. The gigs were supposed to happen this summer, but that didn't work out. Still not told us why. They just couldn't do it.
No.
It has since been put on hold. However, there is hope that the promoters will be able to secure dates for next year because Mick, Keith, and Ronnie enjoy performing live.
I mean, there's a chance that they could have all passed away by the time this one comes out.
Indeed. Anyway, would you like to hear how some fans reacted on Reddit?
Definitely. Why didn't that gig take place?
Still trying to... It just sounds like they just couldn't... I mean, how could they not make it work? What else are they doing? Quite seriously, like hospital appointments most probably. Like that's what it sounds like. They
really
couldn't
cold winter or something. It was like,
or they were like, no, we made 188 billion off the last album. If you can't make it at least 188.5 billion, we're not doing it. Anyway, fans expressed their sorrow, Simon, on social media after their hopes were crushed. With Reddit user 0706, and remember this is journalism in 2025. With Reddit user 0706 writing, absolutely gutted.
I mean, yeah, I think he speaks for all of us.
Well, I'm really disappointed because I really needed something to look forward to this summer. No Reception 3324 said in their comment, hopefully they will be able to do it next year. However, that seems to be forever gone. And then a sad face. I mean, what a... like, how is that journalism in 2025, though? Do you know what I mean?
They probably made that up anyway.
Exactly, that's what I mean. It's like,
didn't...
because who the... I don't use Reddit, but can you, Reddit those people to see if they exist?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I'm going to try. Copy. New tab. Paste. Reddit. Oh, you can. Oh, I found him.
He's left one comment. I'm gutted.
It does. You can see their comments. So I'm going to see if I can find. I mean, these are comments from 3 months ago, and I'm not seeing any of the comment. No, there's one from 2 months ago. That's as close as we can go, I think. Yeah, 2 months ago.
But you really did leave that comment.
Well, that comment from 2 months ago was, "You look much older."
Oh, I wonder what that was in relation to.
Give you the context. But it was upvoted twice.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's the Rolling Stones. I mean, yeah. If they did come along, are you going? Are you going to get a ticket if it does happen? If they do get the dates sorted?
It's hard to say, really. I think that the tickets will be astronomical, and I've got to be honest with you, since I paid £80 once to see the Spice Girls' first reunion, and that's true. Mate, I'd made this promise that I was always double booking myself because I'm a very popular guy. I was always double booking myself. So I'd made this promise as a New Year's resolution, which I never do. But I was like, right, this year, the first thing that comes up, I'm going to say yes to. And I thought, yeah, that's it. So first thing was a friend of mine got a hold of me and said, Spice Girls are doing a reunion. Do you want to go? He said, tickets are 30 quid. And I said, yes, let's do this. So he said, okay, I'll book them. When he came back through to me, he said, oh, by the way, these are, the tickets were a little bit more pricey. 80 quid. By the way, the gig was absolute terrible. Jerry fell over, which was the best part of it.
Sounds great.
I think Madonna and David Beckham were in the audience, and they got the most attention out of like the crowd all sort of gathered to. Yeah, it was really bad. So 80 quid. So sorry, I'm going off on a tangent, but no, Rolling Stones come in. Would I pay £80 to see the Rolling Stones? No. Nothing could make me do that.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be 80 quid though. I mean, going off the Oasis thing, it's going to be 250 quid, isn't it? It's 300 quid, and that's just the ticket.
And the other thing I can't guarantee is that they wouldn't be miming or playing to backing tracks or using auto-tune or something like that, which is what lots and lots of bands, whether you want to believe it or not, that is what they're doing now. Kiss just finished, I don't think they're gigging anymore or whatever, but Kiss just finished a massive tour. All of their stuff, barring every now and then there might be a few live instruments and things like that, but the majority was backing tracks or backing vocals or things to boost the sound. And yes, you can argue that you're going to a show and you want the best show you possibly can, but you're going to see live acts. And the Eagles as well, using 1970s vocal performances.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So for 220 quid a ticket, by the way.
So essentially what the Eagles are saying there is we're going to charge you 200 odd quid to just look at us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You just look at us in the flesh. It's just wrong, isn't it?
It's devastating. If you look on, there's a YouTube channel. It's well worth looking at, by the way, if you feel it, called Wings of Pegasus. He does vocal analysis on live performances and does comparisons and puts all the waveforms together and things like that. And check the one on the Eagles. It's it's so devastating because they are a vocal group, right? Yeah. So I mean the harmonies and such a crime.
It is.
I love the Eagles so much. So yeah, I couldn't guarantee it, and I wouldn't want to be ripped off. And I think paying anything over 50 quid for any gig ever is being ripped off. I don't care.
Well, I think that is our cue for the end of episode 2. It's been a pleasure to speak to you, sir.
You too.
For those interested, we are everywhere as of episode 1, and obviously this is episode 2, so this will be everywhere as well. Apple Podcasts, all the other ones.
Radio 1. Radio 2.
Now, if you're just listening, you can watch us as well on YouTube. Check us out on my channel at Coxie's Making Videos. I normally do stuff on filmmaking, sort of media news, that kind of stuff. And of course, you can follow young Simon on
This Opinion Is Mine, Not Yours.
It's a capital T as well, which threw me off. Capital T this.
Yes.
So keep that in mind. I'll put a little link in description if I can do that on the RSS feed. And we'll be back in a week.
Why not?
All right, see you then.
Nice one.
Cheers.